Hello, pickbreakers and shame punchers. This is Jerry Duty Summons, and today I wanted to go over the question of what is different about a single repeater set to delay 4 versus 4 single repeaters set to delay 1. And so the reason it may seem at first glance that these are identical, and if you have a long enough pulse, they do behave identically. So those retract at the same time right there, and they go forward at the same time. However, if you have a short pulse, if you're dealing with a system that runs on short pulses, this circuit right here, this one with one single repeater, will lengthen that pulse by up to whatever it's set to, so up to 4. And so right here I have another circuit here. This is a pulse limiter. So it will limit this pulse that this lever sends out to a single tick length. And so that's the most dramatic way of showing this. Let's go here. Okay. So you just see what happened? Do it one more time. Okay. So this extended and retracted all in one pulse. This extended, waited for 4 ticks, and then retracted. And so that's because of the way that these are set up. Alright, so why is that important? Well, let me show you. Alright, so this is kind of just a mock-up of one row of a memory system. And instead of having an automated circuit, I'm gonna operate this via levers. So I'll show you how this works. Okay, so this piston will push that row, etc., etc. So this one will push that one. Okay, so if these are aligned properly, if one of these pulses is too long, let's say this pulse comes up, if that is still extended by the time this one gets a pulse, then nothing happens. All right, and so then even if that retracts, that one's already gotten its pulse. It couldn't do anything. Now this one gets a pulse, and it ejects some of your data. So you get entire rows like that. The system is self-healing, so it'll tend to just eject one row, but then you're dealing with oops, what did I do that for? I don't know. But then you end up dealing with a system that has a blank spot in it. But that's why it's important to. That's why this distinction is important. And so whenever I'm building memory, I try to make sure all of my pistons, all of my repeaters are single delay repeaters. And if I end up using 3 repeaters for one side, I'll add extra for the others just so it's the same delay. That way everything is timed correctly. You can't get away with just doing that. That doesn't help. So you have to use the single repeaters. Okay. If anybody has any questions, let me know. I hope that cleared that up. I had a couple of questions about that circuit and why those were enough, and I just didn't feel that I could explain the concept well enough in the comments fields. I just wasn't seeming to get across my point very well. Okay, have a nice evening, everybody.